Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard.
And I'm John.
And John, today we're going to be watching and reacting to Kakushigoto, Episode 2. So, last episode, kind of briefly here, we just kind of got introduced to the story. Mm-hmm. We know about the father, and he's a manga artist, kind of risque manga artist a little bit there, and he wants to keep that a secret from his daughter, Hime. And he goes through all these crazy lengths to do that. A lot of his coworkers and his editor just kind of think he's kind of crazy for doing this, but he loves his daughter and he doesn't want her to see his work. So, you know, he's gonna be a good dad and just try to raise her properly. So, let's see what kind of antics he gets into this episode. Why?
Gyoza?
Huh. Nope.
Manuscript? What's that? Wait, what? Wait, what is going on? Huh?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Huh.
Yes. Yes.
Huh. Yep. Interesting.
I know the feeling.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get the manuscript done, guys. Come on. It's got an interesting inside look at it all.
Yeah, because I see what's going on here.
Sandals and B form.
Whoops.
Imagining the worst possible scenarios. Even his foot is like,
I'm in despair. Oh. That's a really awesome friend. Oh no. Oh, that is terrible actually. That's a really big car. Where did you get that from? You can't afford it, right?
It's probably the company vehicle or one of theirs. Oh.
Yikes.
Oh.
He went to check on his daughter.
The real reason? Of course.
That makes you look like a creep, though.
Stranger danger.
Sure. Just happened to be.
Is that what those rods are for? Is to hold people back? Because that's what Miko Ino had whenever she came into the room.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Episode in Kaguya.
uh,
Go buy one? What?
okay, maybe he is just rich.
A Hercules beetle?
Just let her be, man. Just let her be.
What?
Wow.
So they have a chef come.
Oh no. Of course.
The magician of spice.
Just let her be, man. Just let her be. Wow. Oh no. What happened to her mom?
Dirt.
Wow. Kind of touching on a nerve here. Yeah. Yeah. You completely abandoned them.
Good pep talk.
Yeah, you better treat them. Oh no.
Typhoon.
What?
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how are the kids getting back home then?
Well, they probably actually already went back and they're just waiting. No TV, no games, no internet.
I mean, in your day, how old is he?
give it a try. No.
Work on the next manga.
Come up with a side story. A horror manga.
Yeah, to get away from work. Yeah.
It's contagious.
They then went insane.
It was too real.
Show her how to make your curry.
Why did I even bother?
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
No. Hmm.
Or maybe she's just not worried about it.
No, it could be true too. Yeah. The manga stench.
What?
Every year.
Yeah, he's gonna take his whole day just to draw that.
There's no match to her actual cuteness. Not creepy at all.
That's his character.
Nice. Why would it matter? It's not like she would like have that connection.
He's like, come here. That's not okay.
They just like black market. Bootlegged.
Oh, wow. That's not the problem. Exactly. So wait, if the series isn't popular, then how is he getting all that money?
I mean, I guess it's at least getting published. What should we buy next?
This is gonna take all night.
Wait, what? What?
He's just gonna buy everything.
Oh no.
You just should have just let it go. Another. She's actually here. What? uh,
Okay.
Antisocial cult. Wow.
It's cotton candy. How to draw little girls. Cute little girls. Hmm.
You just told. Oh, that's right. It's not even real. What?
White powder in the closet.
I mean, yeah. No, that's.
We surrender. They're giving up way too easy.
That's even more of a reason to fight. No, thank you. I think you just made it worse. I'm out of here. Apparently.
I guess they're just okay with it. It is published.
Why are you printing? Oh. Oh. What? Oh no, it was her mom. It was her mom.
Wow. Wow. That's really cool.
Some glasses.
We're cutting back to the first scene where all the papers come out.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it.
Hmm. 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 Oh, wow. Hmm.
Okay.
So, I wonder where Kakushi is. That's odd.
Wonder what?
Where the father is.
Oh, I'm pretty sure something happened to him. I get the feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but
Hmm.
it just kind of has that tone to it, like
Yeah, because everything's just old and worn out,
Mhm.
and of course he's not around.
right. Because I think if he was around, then
He would have been there, maybe.
he would have shown her around.
Maybe.
Or
Or maybe it's a setup to where he didn't want to be around whenever she found out,
Yeah, maybe that's true.
and he had, retired or something by then. Hmm. Interesting.
But I think something did happen to him because, like, I think it was either this or the opening where it's you kind of see them like the high school version of her and then him as he is right now, and they're like kind of facing each other. So, all right, John. So I'm not a dad. I can't imagine myself putting myself in that situation. But since you are a dad, you are a parent. I'm curious. At what lengths would you go to make sure that your daughter has like the most absolutely best field trip ever, just to make sure that there's no negative effects of this field trip? Would you hire the best curry maker to make her curry? Would you find like the biggest beetle and then just kind of make sure
position it for her?
Yeah.
I gotta say, he does set some pretty high standards for dad. Dad of the year, stuff right there. But
does that make you angry? Are you just like,
no? I think all the field trips that my daughter's been on, I think they probably would have turned out just fine without me there.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I think they would have probably been worse because I don't know if I could have afforded or hid as well as he did. So
yeah, right.
I don't have as much practice either as he does with hiding. So
yeah. Well, plus you're not exactly trying to hide your job either. So
there is that. So I don't have the don't have that kind of background. But yeah, I do feel for him though, because he is really the doting parent that really wants the best. And with good reason, because we don't really know what happened to the mother.
Right.
We can pretty much just assume that she has passed on, but we don't know. And we do see, for the most part, that the daughter does go out of her way to kind of purposely not think about it. And she kind of puts herself in the mindset of, it's better not to, and to just kind of move on with life and focus on the now and the simple things. And to a degree, it might cause less stress, but especially on the father, it is putting a little more stress on him because he's starting to notice it finally. And I think.
Well, but somebody actually had to point it out to him, though. That's the other thing.
Well, and that is true too. Yeah.
So it is kind of funny though how that one teacher thought he was hitting on her, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
That would have been so wild if that turned out to be like some kind of lead in to him dating her. Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Which makes me kind of wonder too, what's the age difference between the two? Because I mean, he's like the way that his assistants were talking, like it almost sounded like he was much older than what he looks.
Yeah, at least not even at least 5, like maybe like 10 or more years old the way he was talking.
And she looks still fairly young. I mean, it's really hard to tell right now, but I mean, she could be, I imagine, in her 20s, and he could be late 30s, early 40s potentially.
That's true.
Of course, we can't really tell because just the way that
the way they're drawn.
It's but I mean, I don't have anything against any of that. I'm just saying like that would be kind of a weird situation, I guess, like dating your daughter's teacher. I mean, that does happen. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It does, obviously, but it's just like it's kind of a strange situation, I guess. But it is nice though that she kind of did put that into perspective for him, because I'm assuming as a dad sometimes you kind of have this like one track, I don't want to say one track mind, but you have this one particular view of your child, but then like
definitely, because you want to protect them from the outside world kind of, and you also want them to never really grow up and change. You want them to be that one, be your little kid and be your little girl, and things like that. And it is kind of rough going through that transition, and she's not truly at that like older like teenage years transition, but yet she does have some serious things to deal with. So he with him just now noticing that it is, I think, going to affect him going forward, and how he's going to maybe relate to her and maybe try to even help her, hopefully. So.
Or if he can't help her, maybe he could find someone that can. So, one thing about this episode. Well, first, let me just say, very good episode. But one thing about this episode, I do like, and if I were to ever become a parent, this might be something I might consider doing myself. Although I don't know what I would do specifically, but I do like the boxes that they have of her like. And again, I don't know what I would do specifically, but it was kind of nice, like with her being 10 years old, I think is what it was, right?
9 or 10, something like that.
She got the kimono or whatever, and so now I don't know if her. And again, I'm assuming it was her mother that did this, because clearly the father didn't actually know how to sew.
How to sew, yeah.
So I'm assuming it was the mother that did this, and I'm kind of curious to know like what her mindset was. Maybe she was thinking, oh, at 10 years old we can go to the festival or whatever, or go to something specific so that we can use this. Or maybe she just wanted to make it so that at 10 years old, she has like kind of this keepsake.
Yeah.
As a 10-year-old. So, but regardless, that is a really nifty idea though. Just like maybe, I don't know, was it every year, I guess?
Yeah. And then that kind of like after, after, I don't know if it was after credits or just toward the end when it kind of time jumped, she found some more boxes.
Right, that's 17 through, what was 21, something like that.
Or 20, yeah. So, I mean, it was like, her older years. But I don't know what that's going to allude to, whether those were actually made by her dad at that point.
I think so, actually. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that until you just said it just a minute ago, yeah.
Because now, with that, I don't know if she's actually put that together, that it might be from her mom. Because she's like, oh, Dad, I didn't know you could sew.
Probably not during that point, but I'm sure when she's the high schooler, or I'm assuming high schooler, that she'll already figured that out, and then she sees those boxes, and she'll probably realize that, assuming you're correct, that they were from her dad, because that is in his shop, his manga workplace. Yeah. So it would make sense that it was from him. So yeah, and then it did give him more motivation to learn sewing, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess, to go that extra length to play that part and to help her and do things with her. Right.
So
I have to wonder though. I mean, I'm assuming he had to have known that those boxes were in there, right? Because he kind of seemed surprised.
Because he did ask, did you look through the other ones?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, no, I just looked up until my age. And he was like, okay, good.
But like when she opened up the door or whatever, and he saw all the boxes, he kind of had this surprised look. Maybe he was just surprised that she found them. I guess.
I would think that was the case, possibly, just because he didn't probably expect her to go looking around and then to start digging into things and actually assume they were hers, possibly. I don't know. But it's hard to tell at this point. Maybe in the future it'll let us know. Yeah. So, but. Yeah, I really liked the way everything was kind of paced and done. The thought that was put into a lot of the things in this episode.
Right.
It does have its funny moments, but I really like the moments that it focuses on their relationship and just the maybe slice of life kind of feel of it.
Yeah.
And it's just very, very refreshing change of pace to a degree. So
yeah, I agree.
But
this is definitely, I guess, a different anime. Like, I don't think I've seen anything quite like this since Usagi Drop, I think is what it was called. But it was like an adoptive father with a daughter, and so, but it's kind of the same thing too. He's a single dad who adopted this young girl.
Mm-hmm.
Who's about the same age as Hime, I believe, and then it shows kind of his struggle because it was kind of out of the blue. Is what I don't know if you've ever watched it or not, but
I don't think so.
It was kind of out of the blue, and he basically kind of just shows how he had to adapt his life to now, from going from a single guy to having to raise this child that just kind of just fell on his lap. Not literally, but just kind of fell in his lap, and he has to start trying to figure out schedules, what's the best school for her to go to, and things like that. So it was a really interesting anime, and this kind of gives off those same type of vibes. Now this takes a lot more of a comedic route. Than that one, because that one was more serious, I think. I mean, it did have its lighthearted moments, of course, but this one.
Yeah, I liked how they balanced the comedy with the undertones of real life, just I don't know, like going through the grieving process, maybe, or just dealing with just harder subjects, maybe. I don't know really how to describe it, but yeah, it does kind of do a good balance of balancing the humor and that, so it's not overwhelmingly like, oh, it's a comedy, and kind of like the one, even for my daughter, I defeated Demon Lord or whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like so over the top funny, and he was so over the top proud of her and doting over her and scared for her and running after her all time. And,
and this one just seems more grounded. Like, of course, again, there is the exaggerated parts where he's trying to hire the chef or whatever. Which again, where is he getting this money from? But because if he's getting this, if he's actually that rich, then why is he living in a freaking mansion or something? I don't know. But anyways, he's hiring all these.
Maybe he's just really good at saving.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, but he's throwing all this money around. It's I don't know. It just that does seem kind of out there, but for the most part, the story itself does seem fairly grounded. So that is very nice, and it is an interesting change of pace to the typical anime that I'm used to. So I really enjoy this series so far. We're only on episode 2, but even the animation is just gorgeous.
I do like the different style that it has.
It's kind of like it kind of is like Fire Force, but not quite.
It doesn't have that Soul Eater kind of that artist
but
style to it.
Just it kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't really expecting to have such beautiful art, and then it's beautiful and it's also very consistent too, and that's what I appreciate about it too. Because how some anime is one episode looks grandiose, and the next episode is blocky or whatever. And it's I don't know, but this I do really enjoy this series so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Honestly, I'm curious to see where they go with this. So I'm hoping there's multiple seasons of this, but I guess it just depends on.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting how they're already from the very first episode. They're already approaching it from. This is what happens at the end.
Yeah.
Now see what's happening along the way.
Right.
And then at the end of this one, it was and here's a little bit more
right.
of what happened at the end and what happened along the way to make you understand why that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like by the end of the season,
that's gonna be it.
It might be it. I don't.
Oh, man,
I mean, I don't see it getting to the end of the season and it being like, well, you'll just have to watch season 2 to figure it out. Because if it doesn't,
right.
get popular enough to get a season 2, then we're just left not knowing. And
yeah, I guess that's
then
true.
You got to go out and find the manga to, fill in the blanks.
Right.
So
I guess that's true.
So with the way they do anime now, it's kind of you kind of got to pace that just in case. So.
Yeah. That's true, but I mean, honestly, even if it is one season, and if they do wrap it up nicely, it'll probably be one of my top animes of all time, potentially. I mean, again, we're only on episode 2 right now, so
wow.
Who knows?
Okay.
But this, I mean, just the way that this anime is. But anyway, I don't want to go on any further. All right, guys. So, what did you think of this episode? And when the power goes out, what do you guys do? Do you draw manga? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, definitely hit that subscribe button, the notification bell beside it to keep up with our content, and check out our Patreon. We'd really appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next episode.